Greetings, you beautiful listeners out there. Welcome back to Int Tabletop and our D&D Spelljammers campaign, Romance of the Ship Kingdoms. The last two sessions we've had a lot of things revealed, and if my players thought the roller coaster was over, nah, it's just beginning. We are going to be going back to Jerry's cave, because as he was going to be sending a few of you off, as he's snapping his finger, he looks at his hand and he says, that's odd. Tries snapping his fingers again. Okay, everyone, I will be right back. I need to go see something real quick. Stay here. Everything's going to be fine.
See, you say it, but I don't believe it.
You always could read me like a book, but I need your trust on this one.
Oh, I do trust you, dearie.
So, I just need to see something. Something's a little odd. I'll be right outside the cave. Literally, the tension is building. It's as if you could drop a needle. And Jerry goes outside. As he opens the door, you hear music playing. Very peculiar music. Would anyone like to do a Arcana roll?
I will.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is Belmire still in the back room having a slight breakdown?
Would you like to come out now?
Yeah. Would I have heard the music as well?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'll come out as well. I'll do an Arcana check as well. If everyone else is doing one.
I got a 15.
I got a 13, dearie.
Calculating, give me a moment. I got a 21.
I got an 18.
Everyone, you all know this is bardic music. This is countersong.
What's countersong?
Exactly what you think. It's a counterspell, my good doctor.
Counterspell.
That doesn't sound good.
But it's even worse because as long as that song is playing, it counters whatever you're gonna do.
Anything, or just anything related to magic.
Anything related to any magic.
I think we should go and stop that.
Yes, I agree. This music is quite abysmal. I can't do a doctoring like this.
I'm heading outside.
Yep.
Me too.
On your 6.
Oh.
I think I'm going to stuff my ears real fast.
So, as you all get outside, the cave behind you disappears. Standing on this rock, you'll see on the Roll20. I'm pinging where the rock is. This rock.
Yeah. There's
a gentleman sitting on there having the most strange 6-stringed looking instrument. It's not a lute. This is a very strange looking instrument. And he is just playing the strings, and the doctor, the seer, for the first time ever, you see Jerry panic as he turns to you and turns to stone and falls over.
Oh, shit.
Well, howdy do, y'all. Greetings. The name's Jester Stromhaven, and I believe you have one of my targets with you. So now, if you all behave and give me that changeling over there, we're not going to have any problems.
Would I know
The counter offer for you, dearie.
Would I know the
We
name?
could just kill you instead.
For Jester? Yes. The good Father Limmick had always warned you that of that horrible high elf, the Carrion, his most trusted executioner and personal bounty hunter is the Jester Stromhaven.
Yeah. All of you just see Belmire's hands twitching, obviously no magic, and then, a dagger is coming out. She is going to immediately throw a dagger at him, at Jester. Just like, fuck this shit, dagger time.
How much damage does that dagger do?
It does. That would be 6 damage total.
All right, I'm logging that in now.
So I don't even have to make a roll.
He tried to shoot that bad boy out of the air. It didn't work. I run battles a little bit differently.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with this one, because the first thing I'm gonna tell you right now, there is no initiative rolls. This all works on what makes sense on who would be acting first. And now, it is time for me to introduce you to Mr. Jester Stormhaven as he swings his guitar around to his back and pulls out 2 guns. I made a little change to him. He is a gunslinger.
Oh, shit.
Allow me to introduce you to Excalibur. And he does 2 test fires as he shoots. And to your horror, you notice the bullets ricochet.
Shit.
Now I'm going to tell you one more time. As he's spinning the guns, twirling them, give me the changeling.
The seer's gonna step in front of, I'm sorry, what's your name, dearie? And he looks at, Cat.
Figs.
Figs. Okay. Figs. The seer is going to step in front of Figs and say, well, if you want this changeling, I guess you have to kill me first. But, in return, I guess I gotta kill you first, shouldn't I? The seer pulls out his scimitar and gets it ready.
Hmm.
The first
the
one he
seer's
dies
doing
is
that.
the one who loses, dearie.
The first one, while the seer does that, I'm also gonna pull out my lunar dragon fang.
I'm gonna try to sneak behind the bard and inject him with a nice dose of space sleeping juice.
All right. You're able to sneak. The next chance you get, you might just be able to pull that off. So you are behind him for the moment. Now, he's gazing at you and goes, now. Are you all really expecting to cross iron with me? Y'all really?
Always. I know who you are.
I know you do. I know you know who I am. And I'm just as dangerous as ever you have. Your little daddy isn't here to protect you.
I can protect myself.
He twirls his guns faster, and then throwing them in the air. A whistling sound goes from the guns. Oh, as you all start to hear a roar.
Actually, I really can't hear anything because I clogged my ears while I was in the cave, remember?
Don't worry, because it's not a spell for you guys, because there is a roar as 2 owlbears start to flank from your side. He casted Charm Monster.
Shit.
And they dug what he was down with. Don't worry, Bella. Your brother looks, and finally, with a mighty crack of his knuckles, the newly reincarnated Seraphim are your what did I say? No. Kella goes for a mighty uppercut.
Okay.
Well, the owlbear that he was uppercutting, I was rolling to see if he would be able to stand his ground. Yeah, he rolled a nat 1.
Oof.
Oh, shit.
Your brother's own half abyssal, well, a third abyssal, a third primordial, and now a third owlbear really is juicing him up. And as he uppercuts this owlbear, he punches it so hard it's just immediately doesn't spin, it just slams its back of its head deep into the ground. And it's done. It's down. It ain't getting back up. And as your brother turns around, just steam comes shooting out of both sides of the nostrils, and he lets out an owlbear roar at Jester. Jester just laughs.
I would like to follow up what my brother is doing with a fire-based chromatic orb flung at Jester.
Give me an attack roll.
Does a 23 hit?
Oh, most definitely. Now give me that beautiful damage.
Beautiful fire damage is 11 points of fire damage. And as I throw the flame, you will watch as fire just starts to lick up my arms as the flames of Pathelgos start to take effect.
Oh, yes. Oh. Bella.
Yes?
Give me an Arcana roll.
13 total.
Okay, this is going to get a little bit dangerous now, guys.
Ooh.
Because, you see, your bracelets start to glow.
Ooh.
And, well, a glowing avatar drops on the battlefield.
Okay.
Well, it's not her full form because you would have needed to roll higher. So for right now, it's more of a smaller avatar of one of your nieces.
Ooh.
This is Tiamat.
Okay.
Actually, just
So
As she just cracks her neck and she looks at you.
Am I seeing a dragon?
Oh,
Dragon
you see so to you can see the mighty form of Tiamat projected behind this small little female form that just has like 2 dragon horns coming off the sides of her head.
Oh, okay.
If you would have gotten higher, it would have been the full Tiamat form. And you see, right now, she's kind of not in control. She's just been pulled out of something. She was inside of something's stomach.
Okay. Okay, but what I mean is like visually, what am I seeing? Like, yeah,
everyone, you all do see this. What you see appearing 5'3" with red hair that just is draping the floor. It just keeps going and going and going. And it seems as if each hair is kind of like her hair is alive. And she is just wearing what would be like female Valkyrie armor, just without a helmet.
Ooh, nice. And you said she had 2 dragon horns.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like Bella's?
Yes.
Okay, Bella's eyes just go wide and she's just like, that's new.
And,
cool.
And as she turns and looks at you, Figs, because you're still wearing that mask, aren't you?
Yeah.
As she screams out, "Betrayer!"
Uh-oh.
Does a 12 hit?
I think I have a 15.
Okay!
Or 14. It's 14.
Everyone next to Figs, give me an athletics roll as Tiamat just smashes the ground and lets loose an earthquake for your brother Kella. Oh no, your brother, he just goes flying, tumbling over himself.
Oops.
I think I'm still behind.
No, you're fine, actually, the doctor.
I think someone swept me off my feet, Derry.
Okay, I'm actually going to roll for Kella to do a little help action as he's been... Okay, you're actually... So the seer, you will not be taking any damage because Kella catches you as you both are tumbling through the sky. Well, through the air. He will be the only one to take 8 bludgeoning damage as you crash into a tree.
Ooh,
As he pats you on the head.
Remind me to give you free medical treatment later.
He gives you a thumbs up. And Tiamat is just, she's gripping her head. Figs and Bella. Bella, for you, you feel a familial connection to Tiamat. And for you, Figs, you recognize Tiamat's picture from the murals of when they would discuss about the lunar dragon of her family lineage. That this is the dragon god of war, Tiamat. But she was lost. All the dragons were lost. But there she is. This is definitely her in the flesh because as she is just screaming, gripping her head. Sorry, Jester. Everyone gets a little bit of this. She turns at him. Whoever she sees, you guys don't know, as she just screams out, "I loved you. How could you do this to me?" As her mouth, she just belts out a blast of acid. Nope. Jester gets hit with that, and he takes 7 acid damage. Bella, give me a fire damage roll, please.
From what?
From him burning. From him burning.
Oh,
That's not going to go away. That's not going away. That was fire damage.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Is that another D8?
D8, please.
All right, so hang on. That is 2 points of fire damage.
Alrighty, I like it. The doctor.
Yes.
For you, give me a stealth roll.
Okay. 13.
Right. Oh, wrong dice. Don't worry, that one doesn't count. Well, guess what?
What?
You're right behind him.
Ooh.
So, one more time. What is in your syringe?
So they both look the same. One of them either has potassium cyanide in it. The other has space sleepy time juice in it.
Which one are you going to be using?
I'm not a complete dick. I'll use the sleepy time juice on them.
All right, we'll rule this as that this would be basically like you doing for sleep, casting sleep. So I just need to make sure for how that works for when you're casting sleep. Good God, that's so many D8.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right. Give me 5d8, please.
You got it. Okay, do you need the total?
Yep. Just
24?
total.
24.
Oh, no. I was just thinking, it's just, well, guys, Jester looks at the scene of chaos around him as good doctor. You inject the needle into his neck, and he goes to sleep.
Immediately tie him up.
I'm probably gonna do something reckless.
But first, before that, the seer. You were about to say something?
Well, if he's passed out, there's no point in me keeping my ears clogged.
Excellent. You are just hearing the pained crying of Tiamat now.
I'm gonna go hug her.
Well, if she's spitting acid, I don't recommend that, dearie.
Don't worry, the acid spitting has ended.
I don't know.
Okay?
I'm gonna go hug her.
All right, Figs. Your crazy, reckless thing that you're doing. Tiamat stops shaking. She blinks, and her mind comes back under control. As she looks at you, Figs, and first thing she says is, Tiara? No.
I'm gonna call back in about hours.
Oh, and then that's when she looks at you, Bella.
Awesome.
She's on call.
Yep. I was actually just waiting on it. But so, Figs, she's looking at you and she goes, Tiara?
Sorry,
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay,
Because your mask actually came off, Figs. It's just you there hugging her. And she looks at you and she mistakes you for someone. And then she looks at you, Bella, and says, Mom?
I have no idea what is going on.
No. Okay, you're not Dindar. Who are you?
My name is Belmaya. I'm the daughter of Father Limerick.
But you have my sister's bracers.
I've always had them. I suppose they came from my birth parents, but they did not raise me.
Did you say Father Limerick?
Yes, he raised me. He is my father.
Her face just drops. No. What? Wait, where am I?
We were at Jerry's hut.
We heard you died.
She looks at you and goes, It's coming back. I was dead. My sisters, my brother, we each fell. It's the Celestials, the Archons. They chased us down. But our souls, they fed us to this weird thing. But my sister, Luna, she always said that there would be a way for us to come back.
My braces, then?
Yes. Now, I can't stay for long. I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to be going back inside of those again, and I'll be asleep for a while. Yeah.
I see.
She actually kind of feels the energy of that dagger coming off you, Figs, and Tiamat backs away from you. That weapon, why do you have it?
I realized I was muted. I'm supposed to kill the god that started all this mess.
Tiamat is she's getting more overwhelmed, more and more, and as she's just looking around, she stops and finally looks upon the doctor. Good doctor. David?
I'm sorry, you cut out for a moment. What'd you say?
I said, Tiamat looks at you, doctor.
Okay.
Well, that moment that they were describing, and now since you finally are looking at this person, so you're looking at the soul of your love, doctor.
Leah Patra?
That's what Tiamat called herself, but yes.
I see the doctor's hand start shaking. Like, it almost seems like he's a different person now. Like, a moment ago, he was teabagging the tied-up bard, and now he seems composed. He removes his mourner's mask, and everyone got a good look of his face. They see the tribal tattoos, and you see that he's a half-elf, and just kind of shaken at the sight of a long-lost love. How can this be?
Tiamat's eyes just start to fill with tears as she looks at you, Doctor. And she wants to just say everything, explain everything, but her time is coming to an end right now in this realm. She wipes her eyes and just walks up to you, Doctor, wraps up, just grips around your waist.
He tightens his embrace around her as you see an unlikely tear coming from the cold, logical mind of the doctor. Just see this unseemly kind of moment of weakness from him, tears going down his cheeks.
Yes, the Cleopatra that is with Father Limerick, that is just the shell of the physical form that once was Tiamat. But this is her in pure form. This is her real essence. There's so much I want to say to you. There's so much I need to say, but I don't have the time.
Do you forgive me for not being strong enough to save you from that god?
I could never be mad at you.
Or are you, my love? I'm sorry.
She just grips you harder. And then as she lets go, she says, I believe that you'll be able to bring me back, bring my family back. Part of the answers lies in this young lady's bracers.
Oh, wonderful. This is getting better and better by the second.
Young lady, I
Yes?
reside in the left bracer,
All right.
and my brother, Ouroboros, dwells in the right.
Right. The more I
Us.
find out about this world, the more questions I have.
Free us, please. I just wish to be with my family again.
I can understand. Yes.
And my brother wanted me to pass the message on to you all that he is sorry he failed in protecting the great cosmology wheel.
You did your best, and that was enough. Let us take our mantle.
I can see that you're from the ancient clan of the changelings. You are one of my sister's many blessed children. I trust you. And then she turns to you, Bella.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but there is a deeper reason why you have these bracers, and why when I look upon you I see my mother, and why it feels like we are family.
Well, apparently she gave birth to me.
Her eyes go really, really wide.
My brother is around here somewhere, and she points over to in Keller's general direction.
As he's like struggling just to get back up.
I believe this is the falling fellow I'm giving medical attention to, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's just like Lord Nibbles.
He's giving you eyebrows here.
You can float all you want, Derry. It's not gonna faze me. Now be a good elbow and take your bandage. This he was just wrestling with him at this point, trying to get him bandaged up.
Tiamat, one last time, she goes to her beloved, and she gives you a kiss on the cheek. Now, the doctor, this is going to be a very special blessing, and in the next game, you will have basically what's like a bardic inspiration for the entire session. Quiet, BBs. Hold on, honey. But she gives you one last hug as her body turns to energy and goes back inside the bracer. Everything around finally starts to go back to normal as the effects of the music from Jester goes away. And there's Jerry. He was literally like maybe 10 feet away from you guys, just unconscious with his ass in the air. Just...
Gonna walk over and kick him awake.
Is Jester's still tied up asleep? Yes.
Well.
And I injected the guy with enough sleepy space juice to put a Tesseract to sleep, so.
Jerry just looks at you, Doctor, and goes, you know, you're the only person in all Materium that I will allow to kick my butt.
That's because, you know, you like it when I do it.
My friend, there's a different error about you. What happened?
Well, I teabagged a knocked out bard. Oh, yeah, and I got to see my dead wife.
Excuse me?
Something about ghosts and bracelets, but I got to see Cleopatra's soul. More importantly, she forgave me for not saving her.
It's not your fault. I've been trying to tell you how many times now that what could you have done against him? That was Thor's doom, my good friend.
I've changed a lot in a few hundred years, and I have a much stronger resolve now, and granted, I think it's time that I let go of all my secrets.
That's all good and well, but what are we going to do about that thing? And I point, and Belmire points at the tied up sleeping form of Jester. She's still got a dagger in her hand, by the way.
Well, I will let you know right now that the high elves, that so-called emperor that he's calling himself now, that's his executioner.
Oh, so we should kill him then.
Hold
I got a better
on,
idea.
dearie. I think this gentleman would make a fine treat for Lord Nibbles.
Just some off in the distance, you all just hear a giant space hamster.
Anyone opposed to me feeding him to Lord Nibbles?
Well, I got a few questions for our Bardley fellow, and I think severing his limbs and then putting him in a stasis field would be the safest way to question him, with promises that I shall reattach them if he cooperates.
That sounds like fun.
I mean, you can reattach him, or you can give him to Lord Nibbles.
Oh, that depends on which personality is in control, but I'll give it a shot either way.
Well, sounds very reasonable, Doctor.
Jerry is just, you know what? That I am not opposed to this idea, and I think it would be very beneficial to get as much information as we possibly can about why. Oh, did he say anything to you guys before anything happened about why he was doing this?
The study wanted me.
Oh, great. So that man is going with that plan. Great. Yes, I think we need to question him. So, good doctor, if you would be so kind, let's drag him into the cave and you can start your plan. Now, Tiamat has gone back into the bracelet, and you all have dragged Jester into the cave, and we'll spare the details of when the good doctor had chopped off his limbs, and he is now just floating in a stasis, and there's Lord Nibbles just looking at his limbs, just drooling, looking at that leg.
Not yet, Lord Nibbles. I know. I'll treat you to something soon. Whether it be him or somebody else, we'll see, dearie.
Jester's eyes finally open up, and he's just, he doesn't start screaming or anything. He just looks at you and goes, well. You were, the boss told me all about you. The creepy doctor that was always following behind Father Limerick.
I would hardly call the doctor creepy.
Yeah, horrific is more like it.
No, I think he's fun.
The little experiment.
Well, you better start answering our questions, otherwise the next body part I remove is going to be more personal than your limbs.
You hear that, Lord Nibbles? A delicacy.
Well, why don't you go ahead and start questioning him?
Oh, great. Yeah, I know all about you, little one.
Really?
I've heard the rumors all about you.
Well, why don't you tell me? What do you know about? And I just smile.
Oh, well, I can tell you that the word is that they just call you the Great Experiment. Father Limerick's, all his hard work, stealing you away from your parents, seeing if he could just corrupt you, turn you into what he needed.
I've heard all about that.
Oh, okay.
So what else have you heard about me?
Rumors say that you were, something or other that you gonna bring about the end of all the other planes and make it to where the astral sea is the only thing left?
Maybe. Do they also tell you that I like setting things on fire when I get upset?
Jester finally drops his act and goes, it makes sense for an abomination.
Slap him in the face.
You badmouth again. I'm gonna peel it like a banana.
The seal pulls out a banana and feeds it to Lord Nibbles.
Lord Nibbles slowly eats the banana.
I'm waving my scalpel around.
Keeps full eye contact with the bard.
DM, can I get an intelligence save from Jester as I use mind thrust on him? Essentially what that does is I thrust a lance of psychic disruption into the mind of my target, Jester. The target must make an intelligence saving throw.
You rolled a nat 1.
Okay, he is going to take 3d6 psychic damage. That is 9 psychic damage. And, well, he's restrained, so that doesn't do anything. Don't call me an abomination again. Otherwise, I will start burning.
Apologies. No offense, Mint. No offense, Mint. It's, look, I'm just a little sore just seeing you so readily siding with those monsters, and you're just so willing to do this to one of your own, I see. Take off my mask. He looks at you, Figs. See who I am. I don't think you're gonna like the answer.
I mean, I don't like you to begin with, so any answer is going to be the wrong answer, and she takes off the mask.
Figs?
Uh-huh.
You're looking upon, I hate to do this to you. You had an older brother. He disappeared many years ago before the Great Hunt began. Yeah, there's your older brother.
The fact that you would side with him at all. You're no brother of mine.
I protected our family.
I protected our family.
If it wasn't for me, everyone would have died. I did what I had to do. You weren't supposed to ever be around. I could only keep so far. I wasn't going to hurt you. I was going to lead you away, take you to wild space. I would never hurt you.
What do I need to do in wild space?
I just need time to try to get that fucking bastard his eyes off of you.
Can I insight check him?
You don't even need the roll. He's speaking truth.
Okay.
As his eyes, tears start to well up in his eyes. Figs, it wasn't supposed to happen like that. I was supposed to be the one to come after the clan. I was supposed to give proof. It was never anyone supposed to get hurt.
You abandoned us.
Is that what you think happened?
Why would you come in guns blazing if you weren't?
Because I have to. He's always watching me. This stasis field has given me peace. I always hear his voice. When I dream, he makes me watch all their deaths over and over again. So yeah, I had to. It's not an excuse. I needed to give you a reason. Don't ever let me go, Figs. You know what this means, right? If anyone's going to do it, I need it to be you. I want to go home to our family, to our ancestors, but he won't let me. Do you know how many times I've died and he's brought me back? Figs, that dagger you have, it can do it. I love you, Figs.
No other word?
I'll leave it up to you. I don't want to be under his command anymore.
What was out in wild space that you wanted to bring me to?
You'll find Solaris, and he'll lead you to Luna.
That, because she's mad, but she doesn't want to kill him. I'm gonna... Okay. Just gonna ask everyone to hold on to her or each other. Everyone.
Oh.
I still have to find Kiara.
And we will. I don't think you should be here alone.
Jerry, I can get a message to her. Meet you wherever you're going.
All right, but do not tell her my name. If she was one of the Celestials, then she would know who I am, and she probably wouldn't want to meet.
Don't worry, I'll make sure everything goes right. And you, a little wayward changeling. Figs, what's your decision?
Wait. Hang on. I've still got one more thing I want Bella to say. Bella looks at Jester after hearing Fig say she shouldn't be here alone and goes, if I remain here, would your master come after?
Arian?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me guess. He would love to have the daughter of Father Limerick under his...
You're very special.
Well, if everyone wants me, then no one can have me. I
was hoping you'd say that.
I will go with Fig.
Ryan.
And Keller, you should come as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I'll wait till Bella's done.
Keller, you should come as well.
Oh, and you, Bella.
Yes?
Inside my jacket.
Yes?
I found an interesting item when I was inside the Carrion's private chambers. Take it.
I will rifle through his jacket until I find the item.
It's an orb.
I take the orb.
Apparently, it has the most strongest purifying effect. Even those who do not understand that they've been cursed, it can remove it. I don't know the full extent of what he's done to you, but this should start to set things right.
Very well.
And, Doctor, you were asking?
Is there a way we can block the signal? There are means of tracking you.
If there was a way you could condense this field to where it could be like a ring or something I could wear?
Yes, I'd need time to analyze you and the signal, but there might be a way I can put you in a kind of cryogenic suspension to disable the signal. I just need to understand how it links to you and a way to disrupt it. But assuming that you're ready to lay down your life, I'll leave the choice up to up to our esteemed changeling.
Doctor, would you like to roll an Arcana roll?
16.
You see, what it is the connection is that a large chunk of his soul has been ripped away, taken from him, and in its place is just a disgusting chunk of pure hate, it's just a piece of Thorstone, and it's slowly tainting, burning his soul, just erasing it. You see, thankfully this field has finally stopped it.
I see.
Never thought I would have my mind back.
Well, perhaps I could fashion a stasis ring, something you could wear, but I'll need time, and that's unfortunately something we don't have too much of.
Is there a way to reverse anything?
That's why I needed to get you to Wild Space. If you can find Luna and get her tears, that can heal me, free me.
And the orb couldn't.
Bella, I made a deal with Thor's dude. Nothing is power that can't break that. Unfortunately, this is my own. I did this to myself. I hate myself.
So I found out the spell doesn't quite do what I was hoping for. Instead, I'm gonna ask Jerry, because he is a high-level wizard, if you teleport us to Wild Space.
Jerry goes, would you like me to keep him here, and I can keep the stasis field up for him?
I like that very much.
I can finally sleep.
I'll kill them for you.
His eyes are so red, Figs. They're so red. The bags are so very large, because that's just how much he's cried and never slept and really slept.
Never hated something more than I hate that being. I'll destroy him for you, for everyone that's been hurt because of his actions.
I believe in you. And the rebellion, they're waiting for you. Jerry, you've heard the rumors, correct? The Order of the Solar Dragon had a resistance party in the Wild Space with the Whalers. So that's where I'm sending them. All right. Thank goodness. Alrighty. If you're all willing to go, I will get you sent there.
I am, yes.
I should probably reattach his limbs first.
But she's gonna reach her hand out for Bastion.
Bastion reaches out for you. Do you want me to stay or go?
I want you to come with me.
Every step of the way. Oh, man. Sir, will you be joining as well?
Well, what a cost, Dewey.
And I can't imagine the doctor's not coming.
Sorry, I'm getting a lot of interference tonight. What'd you say, Brian?
I said, and Doctor, will you be joining them as well?
Before we go, there's a few things I gotta get off my chest. So for one, you might have noticed very odd behavior from me. At one moment, I might seem like a narcissistic crazy person. On the other, how I am now. So I have a bit of a split personality problem. And so far, there's only two people three who know of this, is our friend Jerry here, the seer, and my assistant Cleo, who's unfortunately with Father Limerick right now. I've been cursed by a god who destroyed my home world, and I am literally the last of, can't even say I'm part of their species. I'm a half-breed, and that's what these tattoos are. These tattoos pretty much means that I'm filth, I'm garbage, because the half-breeds that I grew up with They got their pointy ears up their own asses, thinking they're so perfect. They might as well be drolls, but, a very long story short, the god that my people worshipped showed up one day, decided to start ripping us apart for fun and amusements. He murdered my mother in front of me, ripped her apart like tearing wings off of a fly. And then he killed my wife, Cleo. Her name's Leah Patra, but I always called her Cleo for short. And my assistant... Sorry, go ahead.
And this Cleopatra is Tiamat, who's in my left brace.
I'm as surprised as you are.
I don't even know what my life has become anymore.
At least you got me. Both of my personalities.
Well, this is why I don't make plans, dearie. You think you have an idea of what's going on, and then everything just tilts and turns and twists into insanity, really. It's quite fun if you don't make a plan for it.
Well, I think at this point, the only plan I still really have is that I'm going to marry Michael.
Yeah, about that.
Condolences.
I think he's quite nice.
Jerry does his best not to choke when he hears that.
The CEO looks at Jerry.
Yeah.
She'll figure it out.
Exactly. It's like, look, it's not my place. Bella?
Yes?
We'll be here for you every step of the way. We'll just put it like that.
Real fast. Doctor, please continue.
Yes, please, Doctor. Continue.
Sorry, everyone's coming through so crackly tonight. It's probably just trash internet right now.
Probably.
We were just asking for the doctor to please continue.
Okay. So, Michael was the right-hand man to the god who killed my people. So, how much of a role he had, how much he knew about what this god was really like, I don't know, but Celestials are not high in my book. Not that all of them are bad. The crew on my ship are very sweet people, but misguided by the lies of Father Lemick. So happened to steal the android assistant I made to model my wife as a way to help me. I've been cursed to be a fool, but certain moments kind of trigger something to come back to my senses. That's also why you see me doing so many drugs. The fool likes to high, but little does he know that gives me a chance to grab the wheel and come back. The blue sand you saw me huffing a moment ago, so far is the most effective way for me to keep control, but there are times I just can't. So, if I suddenly am insistent to give any of you cavity searches, just know that's not me. That's the fool. But now that we got all this out, my ultimate plan is this universe is out of balance. Things are going to get much worse before they get better, and there needs to be a new person to fill the vacuum. Not saying that it's going to be me, but shit's about to hit the fan, and we got to be prepared for whatever.
Speaking of your blue sand, Doctor, I do have more for you. And I changed a couple details when I made it for you. Go ahead and have your fill as much as you want. And let me know how it goes.
Oh, cool.
The real you should be in more control. At least for a longer period of time anyway. But if you have any real side effects, please don't hesitate to call me. I would love to see what has happened.
Yeah, that reminds me. You owe me 3 lava lamps.
You stole those from me, and I stole them back.
I stole them first. Come on.
No, I stole them first.
Oh,
Lord Nibbles just looks at you both, and in his mind, he's just, and I stole it from both of you. You'll never find them.
I can hear you.
One more detail, and then we're off to wild space, or diddly fuck. The doctor walks over to Bella and holds out a very pretty bracelet. It looks like the beads on there are made out of jade and ornate gold and some kind of ancient markings on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Bella, this is a very special gift I would like to give to you. The short time I've known you, you've become rather special to me. And you're most welcome. And you're still trying to figure yourself out, but I want you to know that this bracelet I made it myself, and it has a spell that'll let you teleport to one place that you've been to in your life. It's a one-way trip, though. So if you think about returning to my ship or back to your favorite sushi restaurant, wherever, just know it'll only work one time, though.
So, an emergency exit, essentially.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. I also injected everybody on my ship with nanites to keep track of everybody.
The ship is safe.
Yeah. My ship
No,
is
say
safe.
you already injected me, dearie, and they dissolved away in my flesh.
Yeah, I
Was
thought,
that me as well?
yes, you. I've injected myself as way. This is in case somebody was ever to take you hostage, or one of my crewmates, or someone I actually like, which would be you. I have a way
Thank
to
you.
track them down and try to rescue them. Plus, that guy who cleans the lower level of the ship, that guy's fucking weird. Stay away from him.
All
But
right.
that's everything, my friends.
And
That's all my secrets.
And Belmire puts on the bracelet and just spends some time admiring it.
Good on you.
Now that everyone is so warm and fuzzy, I think I know my wish. The seer looks to Jerry. I think we should have a private ward.
Oh shit.
A private what? That was out of character. A private what?
Word.
World.
All right, so in your mind, the seer, you hear Jerry say, "What is your wish?"
The seer responds back, in his mind, I wish that all those dotty little celestials knew the truth about what they are doing and the truth about the god that they think they're solving.
Jerry looks at you, smiles. It is done.
Great.
Character. Damn, that's not.
Oh, that is definitely nasty, but nice.
And you all join hands. Jerry looks at you, and Figs, you look one last time at your newly freed brother. He gives you a nod as you poof to a one of the void whaling factories deep in wild space.
Right, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to be setting up for this closing scene because on a path towards this now defunct whaling station is a very interesting, former prison ship. And then a certain Solar King is making his way to the same one. And then if this was a show, the camera would pan out, fade out, and then we would see what looks like a female astral dreadnought locked in chains as she just looks up. And this is where we end on this very emotional episode of Romance of the Ship Kingdoms. Thank you, everyone, and thank you to my players. It's been another incredible, astounding episode. The next one will be even bigger, so until the next one, everyone, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.